Hi, I see people adding. Oh, we already have 100. Let's wait a bit, yes? Hi. Oh. Hi, Kharkiv, Bratislava. Okay. Oh, Odessa. Hi, hello. I'm from Zaporizhia. Yeah. Yeah. Sumy, hi. I hope you will be supporting my colleague, Victoria Kolesnik, as she will have a webinar. She's from Sumy too. Okay. So, Kyiv. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Lutsk. Hello. Jahel. Khmelnytsky. Borodinka. Lviv. Lviv region. Hi. Hello, Dnipro. I feel you, Phil. Vinnytsia. Berdichev. Oh. It's so precious to see that all of you are gathering today to have this webinar with me. I know right now we have electricity shortages and it's a problem even for me, as I need to tell you that if something happens, if I disappear, it's okay. You will be sent your certificate and also a recording of this webinar. So, okay. Hi, Kyiv. Hi, Dnipro. Kharkiv. Oh, okay. Okay, we have someone from university. Today we plan to talk about primary school, but I really welcome you just come and spend the time with us and add your ideas to it. I believe it's good to discuss different, let's say, clusters or spheres of teaching. Yeah, not just to stick only to adults or teenagers or only for young learners. I personally really enjoy that we sometimes have discussions about primary, sometimes it's about secondary, sometimes it's about adults, and sometimes it's just a general topic that can be implemented with different ELT. Okay, I believe the have a lot of people with us today, and we are ready to start. Yes. So yes, I will leave the chart for me to see. Okay. So today we have such topic. I want to take the topic that like a core for National Geographic Learning, that we have a motto, bringing the world to your classroom and classroom to life. To take this topic, talking about the real world, the learning about real world in the classroom, and to see how it will be working with our new addition to family, Imagine for Ukraine. It's only starting to appear in Ukrainian market for learning materials. You would see it on the competition for NUSH books. So today we will take a look at Imagine for Ukraine, but also talk about this, about real world content and how we can use it in our classrooms to make it more funny, to make it more engaging for our young learners, as it's really important to start with them with something that would boost their motivation to learn. Yes. I forgot to tell you, but I hope you already know that my name's Irina Malerova. I'm a multi-consultant for linguist. It's obvious, as you can see, it's a linguist company. We are proud representative of National Geographic Learning, and also National Geographic Learning is really supporting Ukraine right now. That's why we are proud to say that they let us adapt their international cars Imagine for Ukraine, and we will be able to see the results of it today. So let's start, I believe. Also, I need to tell you about your certificate. They have a system. We're sending it to you after several days after the webinar as a separate letter. But I need to ask you this time to be more patient with us, as due to electricity shortages, we need 3 working days, not 2-3 working days. So if your certificate of participation won't appear in your email or junk box, let's say till Tuesday. Yeah, till Tuesday, please contact me. All my information, all my contacts would be at the end of this webinar, or just at the site of Linguist. But 3 working days, and I believe it will be sent to you. If something happens with during webinar, like emergency blackout, then you would also receive a recording of this webinar too. So 3 working days, and please check your email and also your junk box. What we will be doing today, let's say like our agenda for today. I want to talk about something like motivation. Not to take the hardest topic for the beginning of the year, something that we pretty understand, have a good understanding of what, and then we can share ideas about. Something like boosting motivation, how to make lesson more engaging in some cases, and to see what is working and what is to believe to be working, but not really. Also, we will talk about how to make it more fun. As I believe we already started this conversation with you, then Diana, who is right now head editor for Linguist and one of the authors for Imagine for Ukraine. She made the initial presentation of this course, and also told us about gamification, that how to include games in study process, but also what importance of it, why we use gamification. And if you're interested, please see the webinars at our recorded webinars at our YouTube page. Today we will talk about, like, in general, we will mention about gamification, but if you want to really take a closer look at it, please look at that webinar. And also we will talk about engaging activities, how not to just involve children, how to let them feel that they really want to enter this activity and do it, and also repeat it. So we will be talking about how to build on retention. Okay, and also obvious questions, answers right now. If you would have any questions or just some comments, please write in the chat. I will look through after giving you a short presentation and try to cover all of them. But I know most of the time you don't give me a lot of questions. We just communicate. I ask you something, you answer. That's why it's sometimes opposite. Yeah. Thank you, Marina. Being a supporter, I believe it's something what they really need with primary school. Then they support each other. Yes, they talk about something like. Even if it's a process of doing something, we support during it our students and each other's teachers too. We, I believe, never discussed about teacher-to-teacher support, but I believe we will find the time to discuss it too. Today, I want to start with you this question: how to motivate young learners to build skills and acquire knowledge. I believe that we built on our experience. We find some life hacks, tools that we use to build on motivation. Sometimes it's with some students it's working, so with some it's not really, but they polish them, and then they have some more tools to motivate our students. Tell me, what are your tools to motivate? How you boost the confidence of your students to learn something, to build on skills, not to loosen the process of learning, not to just come to classroom and sit there and listen. How you would do that? Any wild guesses? I will show you like a list that I really enjoy myself, but I want you to share with me too. Okay, any? Okay. Colorful presentation. Okay, I believe it's not something that you would say to me, no, don't do that, as I personally really like colorful presentations. That's why you would say a lot of them. Yes, colorful presentation, something like, it's good to be rational, but then you bring something emotionally. It's really people really pay attention to it, and if it's colorful, it's bringing you emotion. Yes, okay. Changing activities. Oh yeah, I believe if we only stuck to the book, like student book only, let's say, let's go like that, learning. Yes, it's a bit boring. Even if it's interesting activities inside the book, sometimes we need to stand up with other students and move. Yeah. Total physical response games. We can just mingle, do something in person, do something in a group. Yeah. So we can change activities. I believe yes, good. Okay. Lily, I hope you're saying hi and not a Ukrainian word. No. Yeah, it's like a pun. Okay. Good mood. Okay, good. Yeah, certain mood is important, I believe. Yes, and something interesting for each lesson. Oh, some peculiarity. These teenagers, I sometimes even try to use TikToks if I can find a good TikTok for them to learn from. But it's not always like that, but something interesting. Yeah, something we can use. Oh, real life objects. I believe it's also a good idea. Not everything they can just model. Yeah, and this young learners, it's often they need to model something for them to repeat after us as teachers. So real life objects, I believe it's a really good idea. Okay, positive atmosphere. Yes, we set a mood, definitely. Interesting games. Games, it's a good. PowerPoint. I believe yes, but I know that PowerPoint takes some time from teacher. Yeah, so sometimes it takes much longer time to prepare PowerPoint presentation than you would use it for a lesson. Like, okay. Moving activities, yes. If you can mingle, if you can do it, okay. Watching videos, yes. Like having our own window outside of classroom, yes, watching videos and discussing them. I hope you're discussing them a lot, like what emotions you felt when you watched it. Yeah. Okay, say after teacher. Okay, let's repeat after me. Okay, so it's about modeling. Yes, good. It can help students. They would know what to do. I believe this a lot of activities, why they are not sometimes working, it's that as high level English speakers, they forget that then we see some instruction. There are some additional steps that we already know that we need to take to do, and book doesn't provide these additional steps. But low level students, like young learners, they need these additional steps. They need for you to explain to them these steps. And if teacher is modeling something, it's really helpful, as they don't feel that they're at loss. What to do? What is teacher say? Okay, she's showing something it's really good. Okay, use sounds and game. Oh, sounds, chants. It's a good, really good. Play games in English. I believe only for first from first grade, we use our first language, but with later, like with older kids, we need to start our lesson with hi and bye, or everything in English, yes, or at least the biggest part of it. Okay, real life situation. Yeah, discuss situation. Recently, I was really surprised. One of our books for adults introduced such activities to discuss what you would say if people take your seat in the transport that you plan to sit, like before you just walk past you and a person have sat, and what you would say. I was really at loss what to say. So it's sometimes like real life situations when we start to discuss in primary. Really helpful when we for our students to get used to secondary and then high school easier if they already started in primary such discussion. Songs, dancing, yes. I don't know if I'm personally okay with dancing, but I know that students sometimes want to do even TikToks with teachers and a short dance, like moves that we can all repeat. Projects, okay, good. Yes, projects can boost, but if you've been in a webinar that I discussed projects, it was more about we talking about multi-skill activity projects, and it's good when we do after some learning. This initial motivation, it won't be so working, like giving them project at the beginning. Okay, songs, games, dancing. I see we have dancers with us. Oh, different songs. Yeah, songs, it's something like, I believe it's like a base right now. This primary school, we can find it in each book. Okay, watching video. Yes, video also would be important. Okay, so songs. Okay, yeah, creative. Let's. Interesting. Okay, speak up. So, mind maps and Kahoot. Even my superiors, while they were helping me to learn about National Geographic learning, were giving me Kahoot to learn about our courses. So Kahoot is working with all ages, I believe. Mind maps, yes, it's something about organization. Hi, Dnipro. Hi. Yeah, so what my ideas I want to share with you, and thank you for sharing such good ideas today. I really enjoy it that you are ready to share with your colleagues. So the first thing that it's really important to do, ask questions. It's not only about asking about the real world, but also asking other young learners what they need, what they want to learn. Yes, sometimes they will tell you, I want to learn about robots or how to be, I don't know, a streamer, yeah, but it's a part of learning about your class as a family. Ask them questions here and there to get to know about them and about their abilities. As you need to remember that yes, other students have this school life, but they have life outside of classroom, and there they have hobbies, they watch videos, they dance, they sing, they do all these activities sometimes, even Kahoots. I've seen some Kahoots like just guess who is this singer, something like that. For children it was. And it's really important to know, to have involve all this knowledge, all this their experience in your study process. It will help as children can share their knowledge with each other if we let them. Yes, and also I believe asking questions, it's really good. Then we want to do something like setting classroom rules. Yes, how they behave with each other, how they show respect for each other, and also how they act during the class, for your students to know from the first moments of the lesson what it's okay to do and what not really. To know how to support each other, it's about that. If we ask our students questions about what rules they want to implement in your learning process, it would be feeling like they give you their own rules. It's not something like you impose on them, yeah, and your credibility would be growing and growing and growing, and helping you to communicate with students and then with parents too. So asking questions, I believe it's good to boost mood. Yeah, understand. We don't do it really often as it takes time, but here and there, one or two questions for your students, it's a good idea. Also, connect, it's obvious. I'm today like a captain obvious would be telling you only about something obvious. So connect learning with interests. It's sometimes it's hidden interest, can be. Sometimes it's interest of you that you can introduce to students for them to see that world is not only about what they see in the book. Yeah, it's about your teacher. It's about your classmates. It's about interest of your grandma or some other people that we see around us, and all that would be benefiting our students when they're learning. And as they can discuss it, we have a really good thing. This learning English. It's that we we have the literature to discuss a lot of things and discuss our interests and dislikes and talk about moral choices. All about that we can discuss and learn from it. Then we learn language, we learn also culture. Yes. Now, also, I really like to play this game with students. Talk about why, when, how. You know, like you see, playing with curiosity, talking to my students, like asking them one question, two questions, several questions, for them to begin to think out of box. Today I will show you how to do that, how to boost this. Feeling, I want to learn, and even if something I can't, we have shorter lessons, then we want. I can't give to my students. I want for them to Google it, to know that somewhere exists knowledge that I want. And it would be really something for students to look up to. Like, okay, I will go and look for it. Even if teacher doesn't know, for next lesson, I will come and tell my teacher, something like that. So then we start building on that, about talking with students about things that exist, and you can learn about them and show them this the taste of achievement. Then you learn something new, and you'll be able to use it. Then it would be easier to help our students to learn about complicated grammar, about some not so easy construction, like also complicated one. It will be easier as we're already they're curious, and children are naturally curious. It's just that important that we encourage it, them to be curious and ask questions. But also, if you start with asking question yourself, you model it, how to ask questions, what is okay, it's like a certain rules, and what is not really. Okay, Irina, I see your smile. It's good. I hope that Ukrainians smiling more today and next days also. So, introducing gamification. We already discussed it with you and Diana, but also I believe it's something that when we're talking about primary school, gamification is always a good idea, as it's important that they play more and introduce new things through the games, and just the plainly bring it and saying, okay, this is your dish, but without any spice. No, gamification is spice. They need it. They need to add something flavor to this learning. It's a gamification. Also, what some of you told, try different activities, different types of learning. If you see something is not working with your students, it doesn't mean that your students are lazy or it's hard for them to learn as they don't have talent to language. No, it just means that try different approach. I had a lot of teachers who tried to teach me through listening, but I'm like tone deaf. When you tell me something, I can't forget it easily. But if you write something to me, if you show it to me, I will remember it for my life. So different types of learning, it's okay. Different type of activities, it's a good idea to see that, sometimes we have this situation that other students really quickly pick up on what activities we do during lessons, how to be good at them, what they need to do. How to read easier, to receive a good feedback. But then we change activities a bit. It gives them additional challenges, and challenge is a good idea. Last month, I had a discussion about competition. I believe that competition can be a bit of toxic, as we've seen toxic competitions, yes, and probably each of us been through one or two toxic competitions, but competition can be healthy if it's a competition that introduce cooperation. Then they do something together, they learn. And there I also told you about battle taxonomy, about different types, what people look when we play games, and this is a good idea to try different activities that have not only people who want to receive good marks or something like a good feedback. No, it's do activities for collectors. Some students like to collect. Some like to just communicate with each other, to learn more about other people, even if it's gossips. And some of them really enjoy the process of playing, being inside the game. So it's about that, to try different types and see how your students, like flowers, really growing and becoming beautiful, yes. Also, feedback. Yeah, never forget about feedback. If you see some behavior that you don't want to encourage, don't be strict. Just give feedback how to improve. If you see some positive, something positive like curiosity, encourage it, give feedback, give positive feedback, but don't forget to give feedback. It can be just one word, it can be several. Great job, but still it's something that will be helping and encouraging. As you've seen, I really reacted to your encouragement and also your feedback, so I really enjoyed that smile. That tell me that I'm saying not just gibberish but something good. Okay, but I told you today I want with you to be more about practice than just like discussing scientific researches. Yeah, scientific researches are important for us as teachers. That help us to progress with our skills, ELT skills, but also we need practice, and we need sometimes to discuss practice more. So today, I want to show you this one. It's one of the unit openers for our Imagine for Ukraine. I will show you a unit today. Yeah. And I want you to take a moment and to enjoy this picture. I personally really enjoyed when I was looking through Imagine for Ukraine. I don't know, maybe I've been hungry, but then I've seen it. I like, okay, give me a moment. I want to look at it. It's just so emotional, and I don't know. It just gave me some good good vibe. Yeah, like I want to start my lesson with something like that, like this energy. As you see, it's like a feeling that then children are around you, then they can boost your mood only just by doing such activities like taking an apple and biting it with all their might, and all the powers, and like you even hear these sounds and this boy is biting it, so I'm about that. When I've seen this picture, I was like, okay, it's I want to show it to people and say it, take a look how beautiful is it, and I want to show you, it's a unit opener, just one page that like they sometimes just skip in the book, but how we can skip such beautiful child, and this tasty apple and this greenery behind, it just screams like give some discussion, talk about it with your students, and I show you the process, how I would engage my students like very young. It's only first grade, so I can ask them a lot of questions, but you understand, I would be doing it two languages. So it would be English, and also I would be translated to Ukrainian for them to just react, to feel emotions with me, to feel the vibe, but to understand it, not really, but just feel more engaged in it. Okay. So I will just show this picture. You see, I have several blocks that I closed the yellow blocks. I will show you, obviously, just some activities and questions. I don't want to be a spoiler. Right now, with what I will start. I will ask my students, looking at this, the focal point is a child and also apple, obviously apple. So I would ask them, what color is this apple? Yeah, it's a fifth unit. We already learned some colors. So they can tell me it's red. Yes. I will ask, oh, have you seen different colors? Can be apples in different colors. Yeah, in Ukrainian and English, I will ask them, yeah, Marina, thank you. Red, yellow. I will show them 2 pictures. Yeah, I really know that it takes time to prepare something in PowerPoint as I've done it for you today. So like that, take a look. It can be yellow, yeah, like red, this some yellowish spots. It can be green, yes. I will ask them which looks tastier, or have they tried red apple and green apple? Yeah, are they different? Which is sweet? Which is more sour? Which they like? Yeah. So what apple they would prefer? Something like that. We will have discussions about apples. Yeah. We will talk about this topic, and then I want my students to think out of box, like develop on their critical thinking. I would ask them interesting question. If you would be a tree, which apples you would grow? Would you and give to people? Red one or green one? Yeah, and it's up for them to decide. Okay, I also encourage you to answer it. Imagine you're a tree. Yeah, so we're taking out the hat of adults and teachers, putting something like first graders and thinking about it. Okay, what apples as a tree you would give to people? Red one or green one? I myself, both. Okay, I believe it's a hybrid. Yeah, okay, red. Oh, so yes, we can talk about sweetness and so here, but red one, I see we have a lot of red one. Do we have someone who would give green one? I personally enjoy green apples. I myself a tree that give apple tree that gives green apples. Yes, I feel they are really also they have a good taste too, and you can enjoy them. Yes, but it's not stopping only on colors and taste. What can we? How they can introduce concepts from real life to our lesson? Ask about forms. Okay, so we see the apples are round, yeah, and then we have discussions with really young learners. It's good to model and to show them forms. Yeah, I'm not really good at it, but yes, something like that. They're shown round objects. You can take a ball, yeah, show it to them and say, okay, apple can be like that, but can we grow something as square? Have you seen apples like square apples? Do they exist? Or maybe triangle? Yeah, and it's shown. Obviously, such young children don't know square. But forms they've seen, yeah, they maybe seen apples from their grandma, and or maybe some in university. Sorry. In the supermarket that they've seen, but square. What do you say? No, something like that doesn't exist. No, they exist. They just grow like that. You can grow apples to be square. They would be like that. They really would be like that. It's not common. Yeah, it's not common, but we can do like that. Food can look differently, and then we would ask this about this picture. We will always return to picture. What this boy is doing with apple? What is he doing? Yeah. Okay, square watermelons. I once even read about blue watermelons, but it was like a fiction. Yeah, but square watermelons, yes, different. I've seen square eggs, like already boiled, but square. Okay, it's about it. What the boy is doing? Oh, let's take a look. Oh, sorry. One more picture that I need. He's eating. Yeah, what we do with food? We eat food, and he's eating from. Oh, take a look. He's from Ukraine. Okay, so he's like us. Yeah. So we also eat apples in Ukraine. They can ask about. Do you eat apples in Ukraine? Yes, we eat apples in Ukraine. Yeah. So, oh, it's not fiction. They grow them in the box. Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about blue melons. They were like a fiction. I've read in one of books. But yes, I know square watermelons. It's definitely true. It's not a fiction. Okay, so eating. What else we can do with apples? And we once again try to take our students out of box. So them to think about real concept, what they have seen. Okay, yeah, they probably eaten apples, and they've seen people eating apples. But can you build these apples? Something like you can build these apples, and I already showed you this picture. Yes, if you take sticks, if you cut it, you can build something. Like it can be built like just sell it and we build something with it, but you can make a big construction with it. You can play with it. Maybe like apple fort. It can be something unusual. Yeah, tap into their fantasy world, but also we try to have the children to think about it and encourage them to invite all these what they know about real world. As then the young learners, they already still know some of basic things and they have experience. It's just they not like so stable experience. It can change a bit. Their opinions can change. Their principles can change. Still, they are growing and learning. But we can talk about it. And also, next, what we will do, it's that we will ask the other children to draw their favorite food, like apple, yeah? But the such activities, I want my students sometimes to try a new approach, something like that. We discussed apples, so I will show this picture and tell them, take a look. Apples, then the art. Yeah, and they will be drawn. It's also art. They can look different. They can be big. They can be small. They can be different colors. Even forms can be different. You can grow in boxes, and it will look different. So, food, please draw your favorite food, but how you want. Any kind. Imagine borscht as a cloud. Imagine cloud. And it's borscht, yeah. All these things flying around, yeah, or just like it's raining cats and dogs with all ingredients. It can be any kind of food that you like. Draw ice cream lake. If you really enjoy lakes and you want ice cream, draw it like that. Or maybe like a building. It would be food, but it would be building. We know some fairy tales about building houses as food. Some witches usually live there, but it's also their choice. Like witches build their houses from food. Why not? But what we want our children, then they draw on it. They need to include any kind of art, ask for emotion, and they will bring it this emotion. Our emotion will be like that. Then I will show them this phrase in English. I like food. I like something. So it's about they already understand that we discuss something that they enjoy. So positive, something positive. Then I introduce this phrase, I like food, and ask them to draw it like that, to feel this emotion. I like food, it would be easier. So then they would be drawing, they would be including all that they discussed. Different colors, different forms, different constructions. They can play with their imagination, and some of that would be from real world, some of that would be from fantasy, but they would be understanding. There they take in this and asking you, oh, okay, I want it to look like that, or I feel about it. Yeah, and maybe after 15 years, they will grow to be in Yevhen Khlopotenko and bring something new to Ukrainian cuisine. But as of right now, we helping our students to feel these concepts. And also then I'm a bit of cheater. I've taken food topic, and I hope I don't just make you feel hungry with talking about all this food, but then we feel this emotion. I like food. It's not only about the form, yeah, not only about color. It's about taste, obviously, yeah, a taste that we like, but also about smells and also sounds. And that I want you to use. Then we talk about something like that. Then we introduce vocabulary. You see, it's food, like target vocabulary for food. And for that to learn, what we can do, they can talk about bread. It's not only the form, yeah? It's this smell. It's this crunch sound. It's a form they can show, yes, but also they can show how they eat. They slice, slice, slice. They can show it to the children, and it can be like a game. We're learning new words, we're making some moves with our hands. Then you won't repeat it next lesson. You're showing only this action, and your students try to they will easier recall what vocabulary you want from them. It's really helping. Then you take all these like concepts that we've seen. That bread, we cut, something like that. Chicken, what's chicken? We take it and we just bite it like animals. Yeah, like dogs. Fruit, what they do with fruit? They bite like the guy, that small guy I've done, yeah? How they drink juice, how they drink water, milk. Milk, it's like, like swiping our moustache. Rice, yeah, how they can eat rice, all that. Then we introduce some movements. So for such vocabulary, it would be easier to learn. But also, you see, I told you, today I'm pretty obvious, Captain Obvious. Then we have pictures, any kind of picture. Try to implement it to what you already discussed with your students. We already discussed that in Ukraine, we eat apples. Here we have a fruit seller in India and ask, how do you think people eat apples in India? Can we buy it? It would be helping like to build connection to what they already previously learned with you, and to this picture for them to think. If your students already learned somewhere, like on some preschool classes, some vocabulary you can ask them, but for that you need to understand that they have some knowledge about food. Like, okay, as we not expect for first grader to know that this is grapes, this is bananas, oranges, yes. But if it's possible, you can ask them. It can be like for high achievers. What fruit do you see here? Please name it. Okay, and we can ask them. It will be cheap. It will be expensive. Something like that. You can push it such exercises a bit. All that they've taken, smell, sound, other drawing food, they bring it fewer and fewer. They're taking it with us. It's like they take a small bag and begin to put such motivation, taking it with us and bringing more emotions about learning to the self-assessment, to the end of the unit. Then it would be easier for students not to lose motivation. As sometimes this motivation, I see something like that. We boost motivation, then at the in the middle of the unit, we just at the lowest level, and then once again, then it's finishing, like finally we are doing a project, something funny, we already students feel like, okay, yeah, I'm motivated, give me, it's interesting. But they lose motivation in activities that are really important for us. It can be grammar or vocabulary. All that wouldn't be working if we don't make this red string of motivation and bring in more and more emotions into our learning. So we've learned some vocabulary. It's time to what? Oh, to play? Okay, I hope you have seen. I first personally, when I opened the book, I thought, okay, there's grammar, we have game, but no, it's a grammar game, as you can see. It's all that vocabulary. What we can do with it? They need to learn this phrase. I like. We already seen it. Yeah, I like food. But also we would learn it through question. True or false? True or false? Yeah. We can just start playing like the game proposes you. But also, if you already introduced this concept of doing some movements, showing that you're drinking something, or just talking about forms, smell, any kind, it would be easier to play as you can combine it together. You can take, for example, this bread and this milk and ask your student, do you like bread? Do you like milk together? Like combine it would be like a second level of this game. It would also work on your motivation. It would help your students to understand they're not just learning the word bread. Yeah, they're learning it in combination. They're thinking about what is combining here, what's not combining. It's about that. Okay, if we combine bread and fruit, I like or no? Okay, I will give you an example. If I combine for you rice and fruit, would you like it? Who would like rice and fruit? As a personally, I don't like. For me, it's false. I've tried, not my taste. What about you? Do you have someone who likes true? Okay, true. Okay, rice and fruit. Yeah, and it's something. Then I'm telling you, it's like it's not the part of this book. Yeah, but it's something about. Then I say about it, it's from real world. Yeah, it's something that you can put on your plate. Like, okay, I have orange and rice. Okay, let's try to combine it together and to see what I will enjoy it or no. It's about that. Okay, with apples. Yeah, it's about that. And also we can ask if you combine water and rice. It would be diet, yeah. It would be diet, rice and apples. So yes, I see we have a lot of foodies today with us. Yeah, yeah. I believe we have our personal taste, but then we help our students to talk, to think that it's not just a word that we write on the blackboard or whiteboard. Yeah, if we are teaching online, if we talk about like it's real. It exists. It's in your world. It's something that your mom can give you, rice and apple. Would you enjoy it or no? It's about that. And it will be really helpful, as you already discussed this. Different forms, different taste. I enjoy. We've drawn something that we really like, and you understand that even the child when it will come home, it can also draw it. We will draw rice and fruit, not just because you given such task, but just because they felt like drawing it. It's they won't bring in this picture to you like, oh. Additional homework I've done just to impress you. No, it would be more part of their activity at home, and then it would be like self-study. Just because we've learned how to draw this thinking out of box. Like imagine also a cloud. Today I have these examples. A cloud of rice and apples flying around, and it's. Yes, it's a favorite one. It's something so positive for me that I would personally draw it myself. Just like I could practice for drawing. I'm not the best at the drawing, but I believe it's like a good patient activity. Okay, so also you told me songs. Never skip songs, is it? Tell me how to make any kind of song funny for children. Sometimes, if you do a lot of songs, children just sit and imitate their singing, like, yeah, rice, rice, I like rice. How to make songs funny? What do you do with songs usually? Just play it and maybe introduce some tools. Okay, let's share with me. Maybe some of you have interesting tools. Miming, okay. Oh, yes, different. Why not? It's a good. Yeah. If you do some movements, it would be funny. Total physical response would be working there. All with us. Okay. Game. I'm a cook. Okay. Oh, yes. So we would be playing a game. Okay. I will share mine. Okay. Show how to cook, touch your nose, then you hear food. Oh, yes, yes. React to it. Yes, in this exercise. Yes, it will, this young learners, we need to give them some exercise. They have a lot of energy and they don't have this like patience to sit for a long time. That's why if you will just take them dancing, jumping, even sometimes screaming, yeah, it can be loud and can be quieter. I know it's hard right now when we learn online or even at school when we're too loud with young learners. But what we can do, my personal favorite, it's different voices. Like this group is singing like grandma would sing. This would be as a robot, yeah, something like that. To try to different funny roles for them. You would be like, you see chicken, so you would be like wolves. You wolves, you want to eat chicken, so be like, they've seen a lot of cartoons, they've seen a lot of funny songs. So that's why for them to take some kind of roles would be really interesting. Like, chicken, chicken, chicken. I like chicken. Yum, yum, yum. But yeah, something like that. It would be helping for them to feel more engaged in this activity. Oh, I also feel like my mood is boosted with you today. Yeah, sound would be working like that. It's like we learn grammar, but at what moment we stopped and discussed grammar? Not really. We've sang along, we danced along, we've done exercise, and then and we somehow learned new grammar, like I don't like, yeah. And also what I like, my personal favorite, I told you I'm visual. It's stories. It's easier for me to learn like that. Then I can see a lot. And for me, then we have stories that include some value that we can discuss. It's something that I can easily make a new exercise for my students. If you already have these drawings from Unit Opener, you remember we've drawn our favorite food, like borscht clouds, any kind. We take this drawings and we give it to other students, like we stand up and exchange our drawings, and then someone I explain to my students, then if then you give drawings and tell it's my favorite food, like I like this food, yeah, I like food, and another child receiving it, then while sharing it, I would say I like or dislike, reaction, yeah, it would be reaction. So then we learn about something, and it's something then like we have value that we want to try. It's like a small project, you can use it for a change of behavior, and if you already have material objects that you can use for such activity, do it. It's a really good idea. It would be not just like moral discussion that you need to give and share with other people. No, it would be like practice that you give something and you share. Yeah, even if you receive something that you don't like, it's okay to say that you don't like something. It's okay. The thought is important, not the object that you receive. And also then we learn something, it's important to show your emotions, your response to this. Have you enjoyed learning about story? Positive. Oh, you was like, you couldn't learn anything, or it was something boring for you. Any kind. It can be stars and can be smiles like that. Any kind of thing that your students can tell you how they feel about what they are learning. It would be what I told you about talking with them about their interests and seeing what way you want to learn. If it's useful for them, explain that such activities, when we ask them to choose reaction, it would be more about how they feel about their learning process. what idea would be behind, it's up to you. What questions to set for such smiles. Also, you see, it's self-assessment. I've skipped several lessons that we have for unit, but we like all Ukrainian teachers don't have a lot of time. They only have an hour today. So self-assessment, I want to show you this. It's this activity. Stand up, sit down, and if you like something, you stand up. If you don't like, you sit. And it's reaction to what we already learned. And before that, it's a good idea if you already used this gestures for learning vocabulary, to revise vocabulary, and then to do this activity. It would be lesson more about moving around the class, and just students would feel like you've done one activity for more getting around the class. The rest is just book, and book. So what we do? We ask students to stand up, to sit down. This previous revision of such activities. And also drawing, we already drew with you, if we then through this learning process, one picture about our favorite food. Here we would be asked to draw food that we hear, like you hear juice, you draw on juice. But you know, your students already learned a life hack. They can be creative, and they can think out of box. And it's up to them. Let them to be as curious as they want and draw in the forms that they want. It's just that ask them that it need to be understandable. What they're drawing, like if you draw in a juice, please draw it like that. We understand that you can drink it. Yeah, something like that. But it's just that. We get rid of important thing. We get rid of being ordinary and boring activities for drawing. We let our students all creative freedom that they want for drawing, and explain how things can exist even if they in different forms, in different colors, different purposes, different constructions. It's okay, you can do anything. It's just that remember, it's only for drawing. With real food, then it's on your plate, please don't build. If your parents tell you don't build, don't play with food. But with drawing, you can do everything. And also, this book has reading anthology. It's for stories. You see, it's about two children and their mother. It means that such stories can be in the readers. It can be part of learning as a story for a unit, but it's really important, as children need to see examples of behavior with adults, and also to see reactions. Even if they tell you something, if you see your students in the canteen and they tell you that they like some food, it's a good reaction. They react to you, to what you taught them, and they start to use it outside of classroom. Even if it's just one phrase and just like randomly they told you that they like some, I don't know, hot dogs. Yeah, or soup. It would be like that. Yeah, but it's reaction. It's we learn through examples. Okay, I have the last task for you, and I will let you go. So I told you I'm a cheater. I've used the unit with the food. It's easy to talk about it. Tell me what question you would ask your students about this picture. You see, it's about colors. It's what the book proposes you to ask. Start discussion with talking about colors. What else you would ask? It's also emotional. I've chosen the picture that I also liked. Like seeing this girl, I really hope that she's having fun. Okay, I see you thanking me, but please don't leave like that. Tell me any option. Oh, is she happy? Yes. Body and soul. Yes. What she's doing? Is she happy? Are you hungry? Oh, it's a good input. But if your students already learn about what? Yes. Purple mood, yes, it's about colors, yes, but also white mood. I would say, like maybe it's white Christmas, yes. There is she, yeah. Is her mom taking photos, something like that? How does she feel? Okay, yeah. We can ask such questions. It's not just my approach that I ask a lot of questions and show different and sometimes strange pictures to my students. No, please try it and you will see how fun it is to do with students. What do you like doing? Oh, yes, include our students. What you would do? Play with this girl? Or maybe you would just stand by and look at this angel. Why is she doing it? Okay, mom is forcing her. Or maybe she asked her mom to do that. Yeah. Thank you. What colors of colors of happiness? Can you make an angel? Oh, okay. With what materials you can make? Okay. Okay. Is she's butterfly? You see, out of box. We already include concepts that's not initially introduced by this picture. Yes, it's good. It's really good. I want to show you a quick one. I hope you're having enough time to watch it. It's a video. It's a short video that we show to our students with Imagine for Ukraine. But as you know, our managers really enjoy it. They told me, Ira, please take a look. It's so funny. I want to show it with you. How to learn about animals. Please take. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's not doing as I want. Give me a second. Так. Okay, I hope it will share this sound. And my internet would be enough. Okay. Is it healthy? Okay, it's a body. Which parts of body did she use to play in? No, it's a good. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know why. Oh, birds.
Do you like toys? I do. Look at these toys. They're birds. Is this a bird? Yes, it is. It's a duck. How many ducks? 1, 2, 3. And look, it's a toy chicken. It's yellow, red, and black. Is this a toy chicken? No, it's a real chicken. It's a chicken farm. A chicken farm. A duck farm. And what are they? They're ostriches. It's an ostrich farm. An ostrich is a bird too. It's a big bird. What color is it? It's brown and white. Hello. Is this an ostrich? Yes, it's a baby ostrich. Look at the baby ostriches. They're small. They're hungry. Aww. Chickens, ducks, ostriches, birds.
Okay, as you have seen, it's video about animals. It's about birds, but we started with the concept toys. It's something that our children have. Toys that look like ducks, like chickens, and maybe some of them have ostriches, pigeons, any types of them. But we showed them different forms. We discussed that animals can be like birds can be different, yeah, and it's all examples of real world. Like that, we introduce our students to real world, just letting them to understand concepts behind what that we taught them. Then we give them a word, bird. For them, it's not only like something they can draw. It's something they can see as a toy, a real one. Different types. If they visit chicken farm, they will see it like that. Maybe the grandma can cook it for them. Yeah. Yeah, I a bit of food today. So it's about real world and real concepts that we introduced. I hope you would learn something from this webinar that you would take for your next lesson. And I will welcome you for any future webinars and conferences that we will have as National Geographic Learning Ukraine. I haven't seen any questions from you today, but I've seen a lot of answers. And you see, it's Malanka. It's also a photograph for National Geographic. We can discuss something like that even with students too. But I thank you for all answers that you've given me today. I really enjoyed it more than just answering questions. And your certificate, I remind you, will be sent to you in 3 working days. And if you need to contact me, please, we have new option. You see this QR code. It's for our Telegram. We have Telegram finally. We have a chat. All Methodist, all ELT consultants are there already in this Telegram. So if you need me to contact, please visit. It will be quicker. But if you want, let's say, classic forms of communication, use my phone or email. To tell me about any kind of your experience with teaching with our books, and also visit our site for National Geographic Learning in Ukraine. I thank you for being this hour with me, and I hope you will stay safe, sane, and occupied. And thank you. Have a nice evening today. Yeah. Thank you.